Okay, that is hilarious. How
That's
much that
actually
pulled
super
us in.
funny.
Welcome to Wish Island. We are going to dive into all things Love Island. We're
Yes,
gonna do the reunion before the reunion. Like this is the
exactly.
Make Your Wish reunion
Yes,
on
the
Wish
Make It
Island.
Easy.
We're
This
so
is the
excited.
first
If you
debut of
guys,
it, so it's exciting.
yes,
It's so exciting.
I
But
know
yeah,
you guys loved Love Island just as much as we do because you had to.
mhm.
We were forced. Erica and I were both forced.
Yeah, we were definitely. I mean, because I feel like we both came into or we both started watching with the like concept of like this is stupid, like I'm not gonna like it, like
Yeah.
I would never watch anything like this. And then like two episodes in, you're like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait for the next episode. Like it's
Yeah.
so good.
Exactly that. We got pulled in and then we went on a trip together and
Um,
everyone was watching it, so we were even more in and then we had to go home and just keep up with each other. So we just were in the chat all day
Fingers
about it.
now.
Yeah, and it
Literally,
was
I
hard. But we loved it.
loved every second of it, and I'm so
Yeah.
excited to talk about it today. But before we jump right in, we do want to officially welcome you guys again to season two. We are so excited. Season one was such a hit.
It
Like we've
was.
literally received so much great feedback from season one.
Mhm.
We're so grateful for everyone that, stayed with us, listened to every
Yeah.
single episode. And yeah, you guys are amazing.
You guys are rock stars.
Rock stars. And this season,
So
we're gonna have
excited.
like even more, for you guys. So I just hope
Mhm.
you guys really, really stay tuned and, keep like, commenting, subscribing, and all that good stuff. Mhm.
Yes, we love you guys. And we're just gonna keep growing and glowing, of course.
Yes,
And right now we're on an island, so
you're on an
let's get
island,
into
and we
it.
really do hope that you came to this episode for love because we're gonna
Yes,
find love.
we're gonna break it down. We came
Yes.
here for love. Hey, hey. No, but for real, Erica's over there making avocado toast right now.
Yes, I have avocado toast going. My man, he was supposed to make my avocado toast, but
Where's
we
I
are
didn't
getting a
get
little
any
juicy in
either.
the villa, okay?
I didn't
No,
get
I'm
any either. Like
kidding.
I'm over here in glam right now, like having to go just in my confessional, and I ain't got any avocado toast, and it's like
Yeah.
9 a.m.
Avocado toast is pending for both parties, but it's
I
okay.
hope we get. I hope we get chose this week. Okay, I'm done.
I know,
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
right?
Okay, let's get
Okay.
into it, Erica.
Yes. Okay. So it is officially question time. And if you guys don't know, we always start each podcast off with a random question just to like break the ice. So, Desi, do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
You want to go first? Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we are on the Love Island theme right now. I'm gonna give you a scenario that's Love Island based. So
Okay.
Desiree, you've been in the villa for a whole week now. You found your person and you guys are just like locked in. You guys are
Mhm.
locked in. A bombshell comes in and takes your guy on a date. What
Okay.
is going through your head in this moment? And like, what's your interaction going to be when he gets back? Because he could have said
See,
no.
yeah, he could have said no. See, okay, if he could have said no, I'm done because that right there is like, what are you doing? But and that was what was really hard. I think about this season, watching the season was like they kind of had to go and like explore because that was the game that they came there
Right.
for. But it was hard, yeah, because they had to choose between like love and a game. But
Yeah.
for me, it just depends. I think it depends on who it is, like and where we are. I think so if we had been together for 2 days, like, out of the villa, it's like,
Right.
come on. I know
Exactly.
the 2 days in the villa feels like a long time, though.
No,
But,
seriously.
yeah, and
Because
then
all
I've
they
probably
have
been
is
like
like to sit around. So, I mean, like,
right.
that's a long
So,
time.
I probably wouldn't have been too mad because I would probably do that too. If a bombshell came in, a boy, and he looks good, and he asks me, I'm gonna go. Especially if it's been 2 days, like,
Yeah,
please.
2 days,
You're
I'm
not gonna
going.
hold me back. Yeah, like
Okay, but what about a week? So it's been a week. You guys are like the strongest
mm,
couple. Like, what are you gonna do if a bombshell comes for you?
for me.
Yeah, I think you should still go. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard because if I would want him to not go, like if we were locked in like that, I wouldn't want to go either. And
Yeah.
I'm like not a cheater anymore. So I can't do that.
You like, okay, but in the nature of the show, like put yourself in
Mhm.
the show. It's been proven time after time after time that that guy is gonna go. He's gonna go and he's gonna
Yeah,
kick his butt every
that's
single.
true.
There has never been on the seasons that I've watched, there's never been a guy that's like hasn't still like he knows he's like locked in with a girl, but he still goes and tries
Yeah, you're
every,
right.
and then tries to come back.
Yeah.
But
Oh, that
at the same
sucks.
time, it's Love Island. You know, you're there to test
Yeah,
human connection. So it's like
that's
such a
true.
hard,
And
it's a
they're
hard
all 20
thing.
something, like we would be
Yeah,
20 something. So
exactly.
I don't know, but it's hard. I don't know. It depends, like literally how I feel in the moment. Like not in the moment, but just where we are in relationship. Like if I feel like he would do it, I probably would do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, yeah, but I don't know. It
I
depends because also I feel like I would just live like I know the cameras are on me all the time. Like
like
there's
that.
no way you would catch me slipping really because I know you're watching. I know
Wait, I know
you
you're
and other people are
watching.
watching. So I'm gonna move the right way. I mean, I feel like who wouldn't, but yeah, I don't know.
Hey, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're a little
It's
too.
probably easier said than done because a
Yeah.
lot of people do it.
No, I agree. I feel like, well, I actually have another question from that. So, like, how do you feel like that compares to like real life? Like, have you ever been in a situation? I mean, you don't have to do it personal. You can just think like what you would do. But like,
Hmm.
let's say you're in a situation, you just started dating a guy, but then you meet this new guy at the coffee shop, and you're like, "Dang,
Hmm.
I'm locked in with this guy I've been talking to for a week." I'm just trying to like, how realistic is the show in a sense?
Yeah,
You've been locked
in
in
the
with this
real
guy
world.
you just met for a week, and then you meet this new guy in a coffee shop, and he's like, he's really into you. But he wants to take you out. So like, what are you doing?
Gosh, that's really hard. But
I mean, I
I
feel
know
like
I've been
it's
in
a
that
week.
situation. Yeah, that's what I'm
After a
saying. It's a
week,
week.
yeah.
So it's like, I don't think you would be wrong to go. No.
So after a
Yeah.
week of knowing someone, like, come on, like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
And there's no way that you even had that conversation with the person yet to be like, "Oh, hey, we're not going to talk to other people, right? Like, come on. No, not in a week. So it's
So
probably
Bill,
not even, you're still feeling each other out. It's in the real world.
yeah.
So. Yeah, and it might be better to go with him because if this guy really is the one, the 5 day, then you need to weed him out, you know? Like
Period.
the other
Exactly.
one.
You need to test the waters. You have to test other
Yeah,
connections to
to
know
make
like, if
sure.
your person is the person.
Hmm.
But I mean, in real
Seriously.
life, that doesn't go over too well sometimes, depending on the length of the time, but whatever. But yeah,
That's
real
true.
life versus villa is a little bit different. And in the villa life, you can become attached to someone in a 1 week and be offended if they
Yeah.
someone else.
Especially without phones. If we were just sitting up under each other, I probably would fall in love in like an hour.
Seriously, I would fall in love
Yeah.
too. Like if it's just
Yeah.
us on an
Yeah.
exotic island, we have nothing else to do but to get to know each other. Like think about it.
Yeah.
Like
No
I would
phones.
easily fall in love in 2 hours too. Like
Me too. I would be like, okay, we're getting married as soon as we get out of here. Like, we need to plan everything right now.
no,
Pen
seriously,
and
like, when you
paper.
get back, like if you don't ask, first of all, if you don't
Like,
ask me
you're
to be
gonna
your
know.
girlfriend,
Right.
you better
You're
ask me
gonna
to be your
know.
girlfriend before we leave the show. I want us to have our moment.
Right. Right.
Exactly. I
That's
want us to have our
crazy.
moment and then to leave and come back to the real world and to be locked in for real.
Yeah.
That's another question I have. Like, sorry, never mind. I'll wait. I'll save that for
No.
the episode.
Yeah, we can go then. Okay, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Okay, so say you were in the villa. I'm gonna go off of your vibe too
Okay.
with the show. So say you were in the villa and you were like Cordell, and
Okay.
he was kind of played by, not played, but it was kind of shown that he was a little bit played by Janae, not Janae, Serena in the beginning.
Okay.
So when he won the money, remember she picked at the end, she picked the $0,
She
and
did.
he
Oh,
picked, yeah, he got the money. So would you have like if you were in Cordell's shoes, I know they were in a good spot, but do you feel like since it was a game that they came there for,
Yeah.
do you think in that space you still would have picked her knowing their relationship or him, in your situation it would be a guy, but like someone that was that to you?
Okay, so am I doing like if I was actually Serena or Cordell in that moment, or am I doing like me? Like I'm like
If
invested.
you were Cordell in that moment, yes. And then I have
Okay.
a follow-up question.
Okay, if I was Cordell, like he's in a unique position too, because like he's really trying to get his like acting and his modeling career off the
Yeah.
ground. So he has like he came there with intentions of like, okay, this money can help me like move forward,
Yes.
you know? Um, and then Serena, like I don't ever remember her saying that she needed the money, like for real, but I know she did.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So am I Cordell or am I
Mhm.
Serena?
You're
So
Cordell right
and I
now.
have the money. Okay.
Yeah.
I
And knowing
thought,
and you
oh,
just know your past with her, like, I mean, there you guys are in a good place now, but like you know that
she's
like for me, I feel like almost like she was like, okay, I'm gonna try Cordell because like not try him, but like, give it a shot
uh-huh.
because he's like not letting up and like he
Yeah.
wasn't her first choice.
No, he
I don't
definitely
know.
was not her first choice.
Yeah,
Or he
no,
wasn't really her vibe. Like half of the
no.
season, she was really like trying to find someone else. Like
To
really.
yeah,
And
to
she's
want to
like,
be
all right,
with.
it's you. Like,
Yeah.
and she literally even said that he gave her the ick. And
Yes.
girls know, like, once a guy gives you the
The
ick,
it's not it can't go there, but you have to
yeah,
force yourself there anyway.
yeah,
You do.
she had to
If it
force
goes
herself
there.
there.
Yeah.
But even now, like just seeing how their relationship played out, it's kind of hard for me to still believe like that she's fully invested and she's not just
Yeah.
trying to like, climb up for clout.
Just
So,
enjoy the moment.
yeah. In that moment, since I was the guy, if I had to be a guy, I'd be a gentleman and I would split
Yeah.
it. But
Yeah.
if I was a female and a guy was doing me like that, oh, I would keep the whole thing because
Really?
yeah, I would keep the entire
That's good.
100,000 because he's been wishy-washy with me this entire time. And
Yeah.
who's to say like once we leave the villa that he's not gonna like change?
Right.
So yeah,
No, that's deep. I agree. I didn't think about that. Like if I were if it was a guy that was like that to me,
yeah.
I don't know, like,
I mean,
cause
yeah. We
yeah,
did
it's not a
it.
good look, pal.
We like accepted Cordell doing it because it was like he's the
Mhm.
guy, blah blah blah. But if it
Right.
was a girl, let's say
Mhm.
Kaylor and Aaron won, and Kaylor like had to make that decision, people would
Oh,
think
yeah.
so stupid.
They
It's
would. They would think
like,
she was
why would you
so
choose that?
stupid.
Blah 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 blah. And I think it would be the same way if the tables were
Yeah.
turned. So yeah,
Me too.
I
Me too.
would keep that whole money.
That's deep. Okay, okay, okay. Now I want to ask you if Serena was the one that got the money,
Mhm.
do you think she would have split it with Cordell, knowing her and how she was?
Knowing her and how she was the entire show, I'm not gonna lie. She would have said something smart like Cordell came here for love and I came here for money and for love. So I'm gonna take the money. And
Yeah.
if you really about it, like she would not have done
Yeah. No, I agree. I
it.
literally was thinking that.
No,
Like,
she
I
would not have shared.
know that, yeah, she would have shared.
You literally could have seen it all over her face in that
Like
moment where they were,
thinking,
yes,
yeah.
like not sharing that money with Cordell.
Being so
And especially
fair.
knowing who his brother was, she probably
She would
automatically
have been like,
assumed
he doesn't
that
need
he has
it.
money. Yep.
Yeah. He's gonna get endorsement deals off this show. Like I can just hear
From
her saying
Cheez-Its.
it. Yeah. From Cheez-Its, he is gonna get Cheez-Its.
Yes, exactly.
She'd be
So,
like, I'll probably send him some Cheez-Its anyway with my
right,
money.
it's fine. So, yeah,
Oh, okay. That was good. That was good. That was good.
yeah.
Okay. Let's get into it. Let's get into it,
I
the
mean, I'm
real one.
already like in the mood. Like, I feel like
Me
I'm
too.
back in
I'm
the.
back in the villa.
Yeah, we already kind of talked about it though. I just think
Mhm.
it's so interesting to like just the comparison between Love Island and real life.
Mhm.
And even though like Love
Love.
Island is a bit fabricated, there are producers and all of that. It still shows the process of like actually finding a partner and like the dating process in a sense of testing the waters
Mhm.
with different people and just making your initial impression of a person based or your first impression of a person is based off of their appearance, etc.
Mhm.
So in that term, do you feel like whenever you're like seeking a partner that, initial attraction is important to you, like their physical attraction?
Mhm. I do think it's important. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, first impression, yeah. But I will say, like, I've been with some people that I wouldn't have thought I would be with look wise. Not to say I think they're just ugly, but like
Yeah,
off first impression, they didn't get that or give that. But yeah, once getting to know them on, like I think that it was like, wow, like you're great. And then that person turns beautiful to you.
that's true. That's true too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually done the exact same thing. It's kind of weird how attraction works. It's like someone will come on to you and you'll be like, oh, okay, like you just get pure friend vibes from them and you're like
Yeah.
nothing more. But then their personality outshines their like appearance and it kind of makes
Yes.
sense. But
Yes.
I'm going with you on that first, though. I definitely feel like I have to be physically attracted to you first, upon our
Mhm.
like, first interaction. If I'm not physically attracted to you, I'm like, no, because in my head, I'm just automatically thinking 10 years forward because I'm looking for my husband. Because,
Uh,
but
and my baby daddy.
exactly. So I need to like when I'm upset with you, I don't want to be like, dang it, and you're ugly. Like
Yeah, I'm
I need to
crying.
have a reason to be like, all right, let me make this work. Okay. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because yeah.
Like that's funny, Erica, and that's real.
It's
But that's funny.
real. It's a real thing. And I would hope
Yeah.
that he did like, the same attract.
Right.
I have
Yeah. You wouldn't want a guy to, yeah.
yeah, it's like, yeah. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay. Well,
That's
yeah.
beautiful. I wonder what a guy would say.
That's what I'm exactly. I feel like I mean, guys, I feel like they look at for attraction first, 100%.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
Definitely. Me
yeah.
too. And
I,
if they aren't looking at it, you would know like those are the girls that will just come in the middle of the night or the little
right,
things. It's not going to
exactly.
be like I like you.
Yeah, not a
Yeah.
public display. Because
Yeah.
I feel like men, they lead with their egos. So they're like, I need someone that's gonna like help me shine more. Like, like
Right.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy wants a girl that he can like show off to his
Show
girl.
off. Yeah.
And if you're
For
not
real.
showing off, then
What are we doing?
you need to
What are we
recouple.
gonna do? Yeah, you need a recouple.
It's time for a recouple,
For real.
okay? It's time
Yeah.
for a
It's
recouple.
time for a recoupling.
Yes,
And you can do them every night if you want to. Recouple.
Okay, so let's say, okay, I know you said that like within the villa terms that you would fall in love with someone like based upon the first like 2 hours of just talking to
Oh
them.
yeah.
But like in real life, like how long does it take you to really get to know a
Mhm.
person? And like how do you go about learning someone to be like, okay, I actually want to date you?
Yeah,
The talking stage and dating are two different phases.
they are. And the villa and the world are two different places.
Two different places.
And that's why I say I think it would be I mean, it's horribly hard to get to know someone, I think, in the right way these days because yeah, we have very short attention spans, we have horribly busy schedules. And then we just have so much going on, like, and so many like interceptions, I think, that cause people to not really know each other all the way.
Yeah,
Yeah. Or even get to know each other all the way because there's like games that come in between, and like, what would this person think? What would that person think? Like, how am I supposed to move? How does society tell me that I should move? Like, there's so many different pieces that go into it. And then, the older you get, it's like, I'm not playing some people are on this, I'm not playing anymore. Some people are on this, like, I'm totally playing still.
some
Some
people
people are
some people closed
undercover.
off.
Yeah, some people are undercover, some people are not sure. So
Yeah.
it's like, it's way too much going on. And no, I don't feel like I could get to know somebody quick at all out here.
Yeah. I don't feel like you I mean, to be honest, like, oh, it's so bad. Like, I'm such a like I
Uh,
have to know you for so long. Like, I would rather revisit someone from my past, not like an ex, but like,
no,
like someone that I know or I've known
same,
of for a
same,
while, rather than like, to meet someone completely new. Like,
same.
that sounds like a horror story.
So
'Cause I
scary,
know,
yeah.
yeah, like I know
And it
nothing.
has been for a lot of people too, and that's why I think it's even scarier because
Yeah.
we hear these stories of all these like crazy things happening in the world just from these, I don't know, the littlest things. Meeting someone on the apps or like or even social media, like
Yep.
it's hard. It's hard.
Or nowadays, it's just like, I don't know, it's so tricky. I just seen a TikTok story about, you might have seen it too, but
Mhm.
about this man, and he flew his like girlfriend and her son out to Disney World, but he
Oh,
his
yes!
wife and his kid, and then like they
Yes.
met at the airport, and like he like completely denied his girlfriend in front of his wife and was like, I don't know who this woman is, blah 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 blah, and proceeds to go to like Disney with his family, and I'm like, what? Like,
Yeah.
it's
And
so
then she
sick
came
out
to
here.
the hotel. Did you see that
Yeah.
part? She came to
No,
the
I
hotel
didn't
and
like.
started
You can
going
tell
off.
me. No,
Oh my
wait,
gosh.
what?
It was insane. He booked both of them at the same hotel and then at the airport, I guess when that happened at the airport, he canceled their room before the like not his family, but like the girlfriend's family. He canceled her and the son. She went off in the hallway of the hotel like she was like, "You're gonna bring me and my son and cancel our room because you got caught." She was like, "The crazy thing is, you wouldn't have even been caught if you wouldn't have canceled our room." Like it was crazy.
But
She
my
was
thing
like, "I'm gonna
is, did
air
she
you
know
out."
about the wife, or was
That
she
I couldn't
oblivious?
tell. I couldn't tell if
Oh,
she
I thought
knew
she was
about.
oblivious
I
too.
don't think so though. I really
Okay,
don't.
it's
Because by the
giving.
way she was acting.
Okay,
But
yeah.
I don't know, like, cause she was really upset, but she was really upset about the room too. But it was like she wouldn't have played that if she didn't play that about the room. Like I don't think she would have played that. Not bringing her kid
That's
out
true.
with some
That's true.
guy, but you never know with
So
these
it gave
stories.
mistress vibes, like she knew. Because in my
Mhm.
head, I'm like, how in the
How do
world did
you not
she even
know?
get away with that? Like,
Yeah,
on the same flight, the same hotel.
same.
Like, how did you think you were gonna
How?
maneuver that? Like, are you an
How?
idiot?
You're an idiot. Yeah, you
Like,
have
are
to
you an
be. Yeah, you
idiot for
have to
real?
be.
Like, did you create separate itineraries for them
That's
too?
what I'm saying.
Like I don't know, but
I
back
would know. I would know. I mean, no, it's so hard because you be
it's so
thinking you would know
hard.
and then you do get cheated on. So let me stop.
Yeah,
But
no,
I feel like I
exactly.
would have some type of suspicion for sure because
Yeah,
like just the like if he has a whole family, he's got to spend time with like it's children. Like
children.
and then when he has kids, he probably didn't hide those. He probably was just hiding their relationship with the baby mama. But
Yep.
still, it's like I would be all up in that. Like I need to know
Yeah.
how you're moving, how you're talking, what you're
Yeah.
saying, like the little things. But then again, I also know that it happens every day, and it's happened to me before too. So sometimes maybe they're just real good at it
Yeah.
until
I
they're
mean,
not.
exactly. But that's the
Yeah.
thing too. And I feel like women, our intuition is like on level 3000. Like we can
Yeah.
always sense when something is off, especially after you've known a person for so long. Like there's no
Mhm.
way in the world that this woman did not think that her husband was cheating on her in any capacity. Like
Uh,
I don't
uh,
think that. Like you can see
yeah.
when your husband or your significant other is like not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Like I
Yeah, that's true. And when you actually probably need to be on him,
hmm
like if because he's been showing you something.
you'll feel something, like
Yeah.
they'll have like more of an attitude or something.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna know something's up. So
I think
yeah,
so.
there's so much uncertainty for sure with dating
Mhm.
nowadays. And I just feel like, I don't know. It's rough. It's hard.
Yeah, it's so
How
hard.
I don't think that, I mean, me personally, like technology is a great thing, but I don't think that we were ever intended to like have this much access to this many
Mhm.
people. Like
No.
just think about it, like even in the villa, how like they come in and they're like coupled
Mhm.
up with one other person, but then other
Mhm.
people continuously come. It's like that on real life times 10 million. Like you
10 million.
the whole world
Yeah,
is sick out here.
it is sick. No, but
We
it
need
really
a moment of
is.
silence. We
I
need
know
a
for that.
moment.
Because just putting it into perspective like that is like it's literally 10 million times. And I was thinking about that the other day because I was like, back in the day, they really just had a little town of people, and that was all you knew. Like, you didn't really travel to town to town. You didn't definitely didn't travel across the state or the world.
Exactly, or the world. Exactly.
Yeah, unless you were like migrating, like if there was war, I guess, like places like
Yeah.
that where you had
If
to.
you were in the army
But
or
even then, you don't come across as many people at all as the average person does in even 1 hour of their day.
of one
It's
minute.
crazy.
It's crazy. I
Even
just
things like concerts that we have now, conferences, like
like
things where people, really large amounts of people are around each other, like insane. Insane.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like the way that we actually have to get to know people nowadays
Mm,
is so much different than 20 years ago.
so
Like
much
it's so much different. And like since you made a good point, in those like smaller towns or even within your city, it's like kind of like
different.
everybody knows everybody in a sense. So like
Yeah.
if you're exclusive with someone, everyone knew.
We'll know it.
And it's so easy to like be hidden,
Yeah,
like
it
a lot of
is.
people, I mean, it's fine to like if you are actually being private for a certain
Yeah.
reason, but a
Hmm.
lot of people have like the privacy on like their social medias of like, oh yeah, I don't
Hmm.
show my significant other because of my privacy terms or whatever, blah blah blah. And
Hmm.
that whole time, like they have a whole woman or whole wife or whole
Hmm.
family, and like that you just don't get to see. So it's
That's why,
if
yeah.
that man is not like, or that woman, if they're not like actually secured,
Yeah.
like
And
real.
that's where the whole world is. I mean, that's just what it is.
It
Because
is.
yeah, our minds are not the same either. Our minds are not whole. They're like here, there, and everywhere. And that's everyone, because it's really hard to center yourself in a world like this, in a love world like this when it comes to dating and even marriage. Like, whew,
I swear. And it's just so much temptation every single day. Like I'm telling
everywhere.
you, like not to say I'm like hot shit or anything, but
But you
no,
are.
but no, like even on a daily basis, like just out running errands, out, people will hit on you. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, I have a boyfriend. Like, no, thank you. Like, oh, can I just please get your snap still? Can I
They
still
don't
Instagram still? And
care.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I have a boyfriend. Like, that's
They don't care.
micro cheating for me to be like, oh
Mhm.
yeah, I have a man, but you can still add me like for what?
Right. And that makes sense to what happened in
Mhm.
the villa. Well, what
Yep.
happened in Casa
Oh
when the
yeah.
boys went out and they were all like, yeah, like Aaron, do your thing. Like you're good. Like, what's his name that we were talking about? Kendall. He
Yes.
was
And
just
oh,
like,
Kendall was
you're
so
good, bro.
messy. He's
Yes,
so
like
messy.
messy. So
Then he
it's like that too, because
yeah.
society makes it a thing where it's like, oh, just like, do your thing.
Kendall was
It's
like
not.
the staple homeboy, like of
No,
like
he
all
was.
men in the United States. Like
It's so
just
crazy
edging
because he
them
was
on,
so,
like bro, like you're good. Like she's at
yeah,
home, like you're good. Like she's
that's
hot.
his
Like you're not gonna
attitude.
like let her pass her. Like, oh, he's like the staple,
A
like
mess. A mess. But he was such a like reassuring boyfriend. Like he was the perfect thing, I think, for like a
yeah.
girl. Like
No, he
they
definitely
want
was.
that. They want you to be on them. They want good pressure on, to
Yeah.
keep pressure on your woman, and then to also have good friendships and like be a fun person, like make you
Yeah.
laugh. Like Kendall has it all. But then with the boys, it's like, what, bro? Like you're gonna
Yeah.
encourage him to just do anything?
That you're not even doing yourself. Like that's what makes
Right.
it weird.
You wouldn't do it.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I personally, I think Kendall, the way he went about his personal relationship was great. He's A1 in that.
Yeah, he is. He was
But
perfect.
I don't like him as a person. And I'll tell you why. Because he was
Mhm.
so messy the entire show and then would try to like hide his hands every time. So Serena
Yeah.
would confront him and be like, oh, you was telling Cordell that you liked Dea better than me. And then
Mhm.
like once he was actually confronted with her, no, I would never say anything. You know I love you. You know I got you, sis. Like, you're a liar.
Yeah. And
You're a
you
liar.
and he really needs to deal with that. Like he needs to
Oh,
figure
he
it out.
does.
And I know everyone has their little faults, but like face
Yeah.
it head on, because you're showing people that you're like messed up, like
Thank
effed up.
God. No, and
Yeah.
like cameras are recording all the time. So
Yeah,
what did
it's
you
not
think you could
okay.
just lie to
Like,
him and lie to her and we're not
yeah.
gonna see both
And we're
sides?
not gonna know.
Yeah, and like
And
we're
that takes like a crazy person to do. So
not
like I don't
no.
mess with him either. He's really, really a great boyfriend, but I don't mess with him. I wouldn't mess with him as a person either.
No, he's definitely gives like lover boy vibes though. So like I
Yeah.
feel like if you were with him, you would be like secure and you would be good. But like
No.
But speaking of that, like, who's your favorite couple? I'm interested in.
Total. Can we just go down the line of like what we thought about like the
Okay, each
couples?
couple. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
let's do that. Let's do
Because
that.
I want to get into it all and why.
Okay.
Okay, let me think. So the winners, Cordell and Serena. I loved them as a couple. Like I know I
Mhm.
was saying like, Serena wasn't really about him. She wasn't. And I don't blame her because I've been there like I didn't
Yeah.
choose him, didn't choose him, didn't choose him. And then when I did, I was like, oh, I messed with him. Like, so I'm with that, but it just is what it is. Um, love them. I think he is a great guy too. Like Cordell is absolutely what a woman needs. Like
Yes.
men, if you are watching,
Oh my God,
keep
wait.
pressure applied to your woman. Don't apply pressure to get her and let it up. If you let it up, you lose her. Point
Mhm.
blank, period. Like it's over. It's over. Okay? I'm just telling you it's over. But yeah, so Cordell's great. He continually applies pressure to Serena. He allows her to be in her soft girl space. Like you can tell she was like she'll get you when she needs to get you, but like she was like like the whole end. She was having a
Literally.
good time. Like he was a good guy. Um okay, Daya, we can talk about
Hey,
her since
okay,
she
okay, yeah,
okay.
okay, yeah. You can go ahead. And then with
No,
Dana.
tell me what you're gonna say. Because
Oh,
it's gonna
okay.
switch.
Well, I'm just gonna give my opinion about Cordell and Serena
The
too.
couple, let's go back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. So, with Cordell and Serena, I feel like it's so hard. Part of me feels
It is
like
hard.
Serena really was taking her time at first to like not just jump right into things because she
Mhm.
unless she was lying, she did keep reiterating that, she's been hurt so many times, so she's just not trying to come
Yeah.
into things so open, get super attached, and then boom, like you do something stupid, which is what he did. You know,
Yeah.
finally let her guard down with him. That's when he went off with Dana. So,
That is so
yeah.
true.
So I feel for her in that aspect, but at the same time, I do think she was definitely giving him the runaround, and she did not deserve
Mhm.
him at all.
We are. We
One
are.
thing that really, really got me was whenever they were doing the dance competition, and
Mhm.
he was still dancing, and she had already left, and he was stuck up there by himself, and I was
I
like,
missed it. I didn't watch that one.
oh
Oh,
dang. Okay, well, yeah,
oh, poor
that really broke my heart.
Cordell.
Yeah, like it really broke my heart for him. But
Okay.
I agree with you. Cordell is like a great guy. I really, really, really love his communication style. That
Yes.
boy is smart. He is emotionally
Yes.
intelligent. He would like listen to her thoroughly.
Hmm.
He apologized when he was wrong. Like, I don't know,
And he
whoever raised
reiterated it and
him.
reiterated
Yeah.
it, which is important. It's important. Don't just
Yeah.
apologize because you know you have to.
Yeah.
Apologize because you really mean it and make
He was
them feel it.
accountable. He was very,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
also he was just very respectful in a lot of different ways. And even
Yeah.
like respectful, like you said, of letting her just be herself and letting her figure
Hmm.
things out. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I love Cordell. He gets a 10 out of 10 for me.
He's a 10 out of 10 for me too.
Great.
And not
Okay.
just because he's OBJ's
Yeah, not because
husband.
he's just no, he
Yeah.
just has a great
He was
person.
a good guy. Like if he was a
Yeah,
crappy guy, I'd be like, oh, he's just like, he's probably been around his brother, like whatever.
right.
No, he's a good guy,
He's a
like a
great guy.
really great guy. And I like if I was his mama, I'd be like, wow, I'm proud of him.
Yeah, and his
Yeah.
personality just A1. Like he's
Yeah, he was a good friend. He was supportive. He would like rub their back. I do remember that. He would
and
like
he
speak
was
life.
conversational. Like he was just
Yeah.
like he was great. And he was not only just great to Serena, but he was great to her friends too. I love that he was,
Yes.
'cause, some guys are like standoffish with, other
Mhm.
their girls' friends, blah 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 blah.
Mhm.
Like he was really great. He just had a great personality,
Yeah.
in my
I
opinion.
loved that. They were such a family. I love that.
Now we
Okay,
can get into Miss
next.
Daya.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Let's get into Miss Daya. So I think we have two different opinions,
Okay.
but you want to go first on this one, or you want me to go first?
Okay. I can go first
Okay.
because I feel like you're gonna be the contrary to me. Really good.
Okay, yeah.
Like, okay, okay. So I do feel like Daya came in with the intentions of like she targeted Cordell for sure, but she's on a show.
Mhm.
So like of course you would do your research and know like she seen that Serena was playing
Which
around.
one she wanted?
Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. She knew that she wanted Cordell. She seen Serena playing around, which was, I mean, hey, it was fair game in that
Yep.
aspect. But at that point, like she really, I don't know. Maybe I just uh, at that point, in my opinion, like she was being messy and she knew she was being
Oh,
because there were other guys that did not have as strong of connections, but I mean, she
Mhm.
knew what she wanted and she was there to be a bombshell or whatever she was supposed to be. She did what she was supposed to do. But at the end of the day, like major girl code was broken. And then I also
Mm.
just didn't like how like she came in and like tried to comfort Serena and all of that. To me, like
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, like don't come in here trying to comfort me and tell me X, Y, and Z when like you chose to break up this happy home. Like
Yeah.
Cordell's
I know
not,
what you were
she's an
doing.
issue too, but like you target you
Yeah.
put it on him, girl.
Mhm.
You didn't let that.
Let up.
So that was my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
she's a
No,
beautiful opinion too, but like just
she
yeah.
is. Yeah,
Mhm.
she was really cool. I see I didn't mind the way she went in. I didn't like the way she went out. Like
Okay.
I felt like the way she went in, like it's a game. I would have
Yeah.
done the same thing. If I would have gone on that show at when she did, I would have said Cordell looks good and that's the one
Yeah.
I want. So
Okay.
that's who I'm getting.
Period.
And that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't have done that if it was not a game.
Yeah. If
Like
it
if
was
it
not a
was
game,
yeah, if it was
absolutely.
not a game, girl, that's your man. You even
Right.
he
Like
even looked at
no.
you. So I don't want him
Exactly.
anyway. But yeah, I feel like since it was that specific game, I would have been like, we will be good together.
Hmm.
Um, and I would have got him because it was a competition at that point.
Right. Exactly.
But I didn't like the way that she went out. Like I felt like, yeah, I did not like that she went to take her man and then she went to try to be her friend. That you can't do that. Like you just can't
Yeah.
you can
No.
speak to each other like a woman for sure, but you're not gonna cry on my
Definitely.
shoulder about him, and I'm not gonna cry on your shoulder about him. I'm not
Exactly.
even gonna play with that. I'm not gonna tell you what he said in the sheets. And I hope you're not going to tell me either. Like, we don't need to do
Yeah.
that. It's
I
either going to work for one of us or it's, not. So,
no, I definitely agree. And that's kind of what just made me feel like, ugh, like
yeah.
you literally like came in here with a snarky kind of like attitude in a sense, like, yeah, I'm with Cordell too. Like he
Yeah.
chose back, like,
He
like
chose me. Yeah.
and he chose me. And like that's the kind of attitude she had while she was talking to
Yeah.
Serena. And I'm just kind of like, I don't
I
know.
just didn't like the way that Cordell like tried to act like he didn't bring her back though. Like
Right,
if I
that's
was
true.
her,
That's true.
I would have been like, and that's why I'm not mad at her because she said it. Like she
Yeah.
was like, "You did not have this energy at Casa with me. Like you
True.
brought
He
me back
did have
here for
different
what?
energy.
Yeah, like you
Exactly.
brought me back here for what? Like
He
he didn't
mhm,
even try to get to know her. And I get it because he saw what Serena was about and he was like, okay, I can't even try to get to know her because Serena
yeah,
immediately showed him you have to choose. There's none of that.
right.
Like there's none of that. So I'm not mad at Serena at all. I'm not mad at Daya at all. Like I would have felt that same way. I would have been like, what did you even bring me back here for? Like I was gonna try to get to know you, but now you're playing me. And that's why I say I don't really like the way she went out because I just felt like she looked like a whole just game. Like, and I hated that for her, but it was just her role on the show.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. It was definitely her role on the show. Yeah, but I really do hate that they forced them at the end to like have that conversation. People
Yeah,
wanted
me
someone for
too.
her. I was like, it was too much for me. I would hate that in a real world. I'd
Me
be like,
too.
please do not talk to me ever again. Like,
Me
don't.
too.
But once again, Villa World is different.
That's true. Producers, we never know how that went. So
That's true. So, how do you feel about your girl Janae and Kenny?
okay, Janae and Kenny. Kenny is really cool. I do not think he likes her for real though.
I don't think
Like
he
at all. Like she's
at all.
amazing. She is like really amazing. She's
Uh-huh.
gorgeous. She's funny. When I tell you, I thought she was the funniest person in the world. When they did that like family dinner thing and she was like orchestrating it, I was
Okay.
dying at her.
She's like
Like she
black
was
people
just
on
so
the
funny.
chicken.
Yeah. She's just very vocal. She's
She's very
hilarious and
funny.
she's like relatable because she'll say things that like we wouldn't say, but
Exactly.
they're exactly what we're thinking.
No, I
Um,
agree.
Yeah, I don't think Kenny liked her for real. Like, I think he fell into it because she was just so easy. She was just nice and she loved him so much and she had great energy on him and he didn't have anything else going. So, um,
And
yeah,
I think he was
I
kind of
don't
there
see it.
for money. Like I think he kind of wanted to just
That too.
win. And
Yeah, that too.
everyone loved Janae, so it was a smart move for him to like leech
Yeah.
on Janae at that
It
point.
was. He had nothing to lose by going with Janae. But it was very clear, and I feel like I just be knowing people, but maybe I'm
Yeah, me
crazy.
too.
But it
Same.
was very clear that he was not into her.
No,
Like
he's not
from the
into.
beginning and at the end, like I could still see like it wasn't a spark in his eye.
No, it was not. It definitely wasn't. I feel like you said, he just kind of just went with it. But
Mhm.
on Instagram, I just seen that they are dating now. They're boyfriend and girlfriend. Like he sent
Okay.
her a bouquet of roses and asked her to be his girlfriend. But once again, I just feel
Oh,
like it's media. It's just them keeping the conversation going, them
yeah.
trying to get more followers. Like I think that's what that is because
Very well
he
could
said
be.
was not that much into her.
Yeah, and I might play the game too. If I was in that position, I
Oh yeah, I would
probably
try
would
to
play
keep
the game.
going. Like we're in
Yeah, if I
love.
don't have
Like we're gonna
anything
get
else going
married.
on, yeah, why not? I don't have nothing else
Yeah.
going on.
I mean, at that point, I mean, it doesn't hurt you at all, you
Yeah, it only
know.
helps.
But yeah,
Um,
that's how I feel about them too.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Okay. Who's
we're gonna do
next?
two sets of Leah, okay? Because I want
Okay.
your opinion of Leah and Rob, and then Leah
Uh-huh.
and Miguel.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay.
I can tell
Leah-
you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I'll start with Leah and Rob.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say them together.
Oh, okay,
Like
okay.
what?
Oh,
Because
well
I
then
don't
I'll
have.
do mine both together too.
Yeah,
Okay.
do yours together.
Okay, cool. So Leah and Rob, I just feel like they were like a staple early 20s relationship. It was so like toxic in a sense, but at
Yeah,
the
it
end of the day,
was.
they really did like each other.
Hmm.
But on the show, they were emotionally intelligent enough to like not keep trying. So like in a way they had like a really good message. Like, yeah, I really like you. I have strong feelings for you, but we're no good together. So they
Hmm.
let it go. But I
Hmm.
think that they both still really liked each other at the end.
That's
And
good.
then along with like Janae and Kenny, I don't think Miguel and Leah were like super serious. I just think that they kind of like landed there, but
Hmm.
Miguel, like the whole show, like he just kept going from girl to girl to girl to girl to girl. Like I don't think there was I didn't feel like a true real connection with them. I just felt like
Yeah.
they had similar personalities, so like their personalities meshed well together, but I don't think they were in love or like I
Mhm.
didn't get that spark from them.
Yeah. No, same. I exactly feel the same way. Leah Miguel, like definitely. Kenny and Janae, Miguel, like Leah just didn't like I think it was opposite there, but Leah I don't think liked Miguel and you could very well tell it. Like
Really?
I think for Kenny, I saw that Kenny didn't like Janae, but
Uh-huh.
Janae wanted it to work more. But for the Leah Miguel situation, I think he wanted it to work more. And so I just felt like she was falling into it. And also
Yeah.
her facials, they just get me, but I know they're just really strong anyway. But she's always just like and
Yeah.
I feel like that shows she's like not content. Like I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
yeah, I felt, but my perspective is I felt like Leah wasn't content with him just because, like, even during the show, she kept saying, like, I want to take him serious, but I can't because I know how he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like if he was like a genuine, like, guy, like, I feel like that she would have liked him maybe more.
Yeah,
She
same,
just knew
same.
that she couldn't.
I 1000% agree. I 1000% agree. Like
I
once
think
I
they're both not. I don't know. I just felt like they both weren't super into each other. They just made it work.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started feeling at the end like he was just like really try hard.
Yeah.
And I think maybe he did start to fall for her and actually enjoy her, but I definitely knew that he was playing off of it because once they realized like we are one of the favorites, he was like, "Oh, well,
Exactly.
let's turn it up because
Uh-huh.
this I can win." And
And
they
that's what
literally
I felt
almost
like it
did, which
was.
is
I felt like
crazy.
he was turning it up so that they could win. I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't think yeah, I think it's just that. And then Leah and Rob, I absolutely feel like very toxic, great relationship. It was like right person, wrong time thing. Like, I
Yep.
really think that hopefully one day they'll be like, I've just never felt that way about somebody. So maybe
Right.
I was high and low and crazy, but I do like hope that it was just right person, wrong time, and they'll like find their way back to each other, which I really will bet on that. Like, I really think that they probably will.
That's why I said it gave like the like early 20s love story. Like you guys
Yeah.
know, like you're my person, but
Hmm.
I it's not right now. So we gotta
Right.
stop. Maybe down the line, we see what happens.
We'll see. Okay,
Okay,
who's
the
next?
obvious, Kaylor and
Oh
Aaron.
yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't know if the world saw it or not, but no, to be honest, I think Aaron does love Kaylor, and they are just at a college. I think he's like a college boy. He reminds me of just a boy that's stuck in like his SA or
Yeah,
fraternity,
fraternity.
rah rah, like just vibe in life, and he doesn't know what it is to like be in a relationship. I think he loves her. I don't think that he is like husband material
Yeah.
right now, obviously.
I know.
But I think that Kaylor definitely felt way more than he felt,
Yeah.
and probably still does. But I do think Aaron started like at the end, especially when she took him back to like find comfort in her. So I
Mhm.
think he probably will stay because he's just like, wow, she loves me no matter what.
Yeah.
And that's usually what a man like how it goes. But yeah, I felt like she's a really sweet girl. I think I would like her as a friend. I would be totally annoyed by her tears. I would have to probably like we'd probably get in arguments because I would be like, you got to like wrap it up. But yeah, I would not want to hear about him. I would probably want to throw up. I would probably hate him if I was her friend, all the
Yeah,
things.
no, literally.
Yeah.
I feel
But
like I've been her
yeah,
before though, so I can't say anything. But
yeah.
this was like, like that's how I
Yeah.
looked.
I
Ew.
know. I
Like
know. It's hard.
crying over a guy.
Okay, what do you think about them?
I okay, so my perspective is a little skewed because I feel like Aaron was just there for the money or for publicity or just to add it to his resume because
Mhm.
after watching, I heard or I've seen that he's on multiple Peacock shows. So like for me,
Oh.
yeah, he's on multiple like game shows and stuff. So like not even just love, like he's on something called like Traders or something like that too. So
Oh,
like after
wow.
knowing that, I was like, okay, he was just there to play his part. Like he's an actor. He was
Yeah.
acting. So I mean, while he very well could have been emotionally invested in her, which I really did like how he was trying to make up with her. Like it did seem very genuine
Yeah.
and how he was like
Yeah.
literally trying to be so accommodating. Like, um, I don't know, how he chased her afterwards. I do feel
Mhm.
like there was something real there. I definitely do. And
Yeah.
Taylor, obviously, like she was sitting out sleeping outside getting bit up by mosquitoes. Like she loved him.
Oh, she
Like,
loved him. She loves
yeah.
really like
I feel
amazing.
like they would have like the cute like mom and dad love story like 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
right now, like he's immature. I get the same frat kind of vibes from like him
Mhm.
as well. And then she just seems like she needs a little bit more self-love, self-care too. So
Yeah. She
yeah,
needs a duh journal.
that journal period.
Yeah, she
But
does. We need to
um
send her one.
I do like Kaylor a lot too. I agree. I feel like we could be friends. For sure.
Mhm.
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, she was a good friend too. She was really sweet. Yeah.
With all the couples, I feel like there's so many just like lessons jam-packed in them. But if I
Yeah.
had to, just get summarize it overall, it's just do what works best for you. Like
Yeah.
we're all so different. We all have different personalities. Like what I accept, you may not accept. We all have different boundaries. So like do what works for you and recouple as much as you need. I can
Yeah.
say.
Recouple. And also, it's a good point to say, like, there's so many different forms of love. Like, to be honest, like to
Mhm.
watch, even, Kaylor and Aaron, like, everyone hated them really to watch, but like they loved each other, and or like whatever they
Yeah.
had was so strong and powerful. It's just really cool to see, like, on the outside so many different love dynamics, but them all like work and mesh,
Yep.
or some don't, but it's love there. So I think that's really important to know too.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. It's just like, I mean, we're all different, like,
We
and I feel like we're
are.
so judgy on each other and each other's relationships and like whatever X, Y, and Z. But at the end of the day, like your relationship is between you and your partner. And if you're not happy, go find a new partner. If you are happy, go thrive and don't care what people have to say. So
Right.
yeah,
Right. That I feel like it's so important. Listen, guys, just
yeah.
do you and please don't judge others. That's what's really hard, but it comes with experience. Like, every relationship y'all will jump in and out of is just gonna be a learning lesson. Like, take it for what it is, leave if you have to, hold it down, but just don't judge other people because they're so hard and learning to love like all the different ways are just it's hard. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And also don't be discouraged is another thing, like to find love. Love is a complicated thing and there's gonna be ups and downs. There's no such thing as like a perfect relationship either. So, be willing to put it in the work if you really want a relationship. And we seen those Islanders put in the work for
Work.
relationships. I'm talking about the guys who were like, please just give me another chance. I'm sorry. Yeah. Put in the work for your relationship.
Wait, Erica, last
What?
question. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Wait though. Could you go on a show like that? Like could you do Love Island? Like remember they're like just answer.
Okay, oh my God. I feel like a previous version of myself could go on there. Me
Okay.
currently right now, like I don't feel the need to, so I'm gonna say
Yeah,
no.
yeah. Yeah.
But the previous version of me, I feel like she could go on there.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I would fit into. Like I probably couldn't do all the kissing though. Like
No, oh
the
my gosh, that
forced
kind of
kissing in the
grosses me out.
beginning. Yeah, like the forced kissing in the beginning where I had to like make out.
Yeah,
No,
that's
thank you.
disgusting. That's so disgusting.
Yeah.
Wait, what's her name? The tall blonde one. What was her name?
Not Morgan. It was she was Kaylor's best friend, right?
Yeah, Taylor's best
Yeah.
friend. I can't remember her name. We'll
I
put
know
it
who you're
in
talking about.
here. But
Okay.
I loved her for the fact that like she was absolutely grossed out by all the
Yeah.
kissing. Like to a certain extent, she was like, it's disgusting. And
Yeah.
then also on that point too, and I'm gonna ask you the same question.
Okay.
You know that the food, the mouth, I mean that challenge where they like spit the food in each other's
Oh
mouth.
my gosh. Yeah.
That's sick. Like producers, you guys need to take that out. No one wants to watch that. Like I literally skipped that episode because I don't
No,
care.
that is disgusting. Yeah, that was too much.
Yeah.
Gory almost.
Oh wait, did you say that you could go in there?
No, I can't.
Oh,
Just
okay.
just because of the kissing. Well, no,
Yeah.
yeah. Same answer as you. Like I could, but except that part. Minus that.
Yeah,
I would
except
ask
for the
them like,
kissing.
can I play sick this day or something?
Yeah. And
Because I can't kiss a bunch of people.
and I
No.
think I speak for a lot of people. Like the show would still be great if y'all did not force them to make out so much. It's
Yeah.
gross to see it going from person to person to person to person. Like
It is
the whole time I'm just
nasty
thinking
and
like,
so early.
ew.
I feel like yeah,
Yeah.
you can push that when they couple up, like maybe
Yeah.
if you want, but like don't be like everybody do every like no.
Like it literally just started. Like I literally just seen
Yeah,
this person
I,
like an hour ago. Like
right.
what? Like that's
Ew.
the part that grosses me out too, for sure. And I wonder, I would be curious to hear like from an actual islander how they felt about like all the kissing
All
beforehand.
the kissing, me
But I
too.
mean, I guess they know what they're getting themselves into because it happens every season too. So I mean,
They're probably like, you want to be on TV or not? Like
right? Like, how bad do you want
this
it?
is what it. Yeah, this is what it takes.
That's how.
Anyway,
But yeah,
this has been our reunion before the real reunion.
I
Don't worry, we will definitely be watching. What day does it drop?
think it's August 19th, the same day that our podcast drops. I
Yeah,
think. Wait, no, the day before.
we're
We did the day
dropping.
before.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
dropping
cool.
tomorrow if you're watching right now.
All
Um,
right.
but yeah. And then no, yeah, and then no, we're the reunion drops tomorrow because we're dropping the
Yeah.
18th.
So we
Yeah, so
dropped
the
today
reunion
and then the
drops
reunion
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, we can cut that out if we want.
Yeah.
But the reunion drops tomorrow. This was the pre-reunion, the Make Your Wish reunion, and we are obsessed. Also, we want to shout out our best friends because they all love the show too. And
Yes.
our idea was to phone them in, but it just didn't happen. Great discussion though. They probably have so much to talk
So
about in this space. So who knows? Maybe if the reunion goes well, we'll do another with them. If you guys
yes.
want us to, comment below.
Yeah, we could
But
do a
yeah,
reunion recap. I think that would be
recap.
fun, and then have our friends on too. That would be really
Yeah, we
fun.
can. Yeah, we
But
can.
yeah, we hope you
They can come in
guys.
the villa.
Oh, exactly. Thank you guys for joining us in the villa today, the Make Your Wish Villa. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Make sure you guys stay tuned and please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys. I just said we'll see you in the next episode.
We'll see you guys soon.
Bye.